Sweet, sweet, kiss our little. Now for go along, yeah. Sweet, sweet, kiss our little. Now for go along. You take it from Peter today, Paul will take it from you tomorrow, mama. Sweet, sweet, living is sweet, oh, where the rich or poor. Why not pray for long fellow? He can pray for long life. As long as they live, you know, the better we grow. Fine, fine, power is fine, oh, it can make you heavy. It's just like a brook, you know, a way to capsize. Sweet, sweet, kiss our liver. Not for go along. He might be can eat it, or a picture can eat it. Kiss our liver, kiss our liver, oh, sweet kiss our liver. Not for go along. You take it from Peter today, or Paul will take it from you tomorrow, mama. You take it from me right today, oh mother will take it from you tomorrow. Fine, fine, go by your fine, when in your favor. Well, people do to you, you go to cry. Have enough for one person, oh, it's a matter of time. Time is a lesson, yeah, brother, this I had. Sweet, sweet kiss our liver, not for go alone, mama. Human being can eat it, oh, the deer can eat it. Ah, kiss our liver. Our liver, not for go along. Human beings can eat it, or a creature eat it too. Sweet, sweet, living is sweet, oh, where the rich or poor. Why not pray for long fellow? He can pray for long life. As long as they living, the better we grow. You take it from me right today, oh, Mary will take it from you tomorrow, mama. Hey, you take it from Peter today, oh, Paul will take it from you tomorrow. Fine, fine, power is fine, oh, it can make you heavy. Looking like a crook, you know, a way to capsize. Ah, Kesawalia, Kesawalia, ah, Kesawalia, mama, no for go alone. Why not pray for long fellow? He always pray for long life. As long as they living, the better we grow, my people. Sweet, sweet, kiss our liver, not for go alone. That's enough for one person, oh, it's a matter of time, papa. After is a lesson, yeah, brother, this I had. I'm about the way, never where my way gone. Be your woe. I'm about the way, papa, yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for turning in. And my name is Keshen, aka The General. Open mic right now. Today is what? Sunday, the first day of the week. I had a very nice worship service today. I had a very good exercise after work. After church this evening, I'm feeling good, I'm energized, and I'm waiting. I want to say thank you very much. We will continue what we're doing. I know we've been receiving all type of messages, but you know what I like about them? Some of the messages are not coming on Facebook. They inboxing you, but for me, I don't worry about that. Let me tell you the real truth. You can't threaten me on anything. You can. Some of them will. I won't call their names because it looks so shameful. They will tell you, man, stop what you're doing. Then they will tell you again, man, you know things are not too good. We all know that, but you need to say it. Why will not say it? Why will not say it? We will. We will. We will say it. So as usual, I promise that I will dedicate my show until December 8th to Darius Dillon, and I have my reason why I want to do that. I believe that Darius Dillon is one of the few politicians that I came across who speak his mind, who worried about the people of Liberia instead of himself. And I will tell you today, Darius Dillon can lose the election, it will do nothing to him. His life will continue. But for the first time for us to have a senator who stands for the people, who work for the people. He don't work for himself, he don't work for nobody. He work for the people of Liberia. So I told you guys that I will dedicate the show to Honorable Darius Dillon whenever I'm on, and he's the light. Vote for him. I will give few analysis on. I will give analysis between Darius Dillon and Thomas Fala and other candidates. Look. When you look at the branches of government, we have three branches of government. We have the legislatures, who is the first branch of government. We have the executive, and we have the judiciary. The legislatures make the laws. The executive implement the laws. And the judiciary interpret the law. Where if you're having problem with the constitution, they're supposed to interpret it for you. So they do that because of check and balance. But when the last time a senator or representative of a ruling party chastised the president? When? No. Thomas Fala been representative for 15 years now. Going 15 years. Not a day he ever chastised George Weah. He's all about himself. He make enough money. When you go in District 5 today, there are a lot of properties in District 5 owned by Thomas Fala. Owned by Thomas Fala. Everything is about Thomas Fala. He's a kissing man. I don't want to go that route of tribal business, but look, we always say a certain tribe, the main certain tribe, they want this for themselves. Yes, he used to sell plank. He was a ambitious guy. He was very ambitious. He did his work. He's not a criminal. Don't get me wrong. He's not a criminal. He hustled, but he made his way into politics, and he was able to mobilize through the CDC in Montserrat County and became Senate and representative, which is fine. But did Fala work in the interest of the people of District 5? No. Fala bought houses, he built houses, he built schools, he built universities. He bought lands in Lado area. He and some people are in court right now. He went to Peace Island. He even talked to the people to give him that land. He was going to build schools and whatsoever. He did not. He never did it. He never did it. We all know that. But I don't have a good record. You know, Liberian people, we always want to twist the truth. We say, oh, at least it benefits the community. No, it's not benefiting the community. He was not a private citizen when he built these schools and when he bought and built houses. He got a job in government, representative, making $14,000, $15,000, chairman on the Ways and Means Committee, and decided to build hospital. Why he could not push for government to build a clinic in that district for his people? If I leave office today, who you think own that hospital? Who own the hospital? Fala. If I left and leave today, who own the schools? Why Fala could not pressurize the government or take development funds and say, listen, we're going to put this money into this public business here? We know that. But he never did it. He never did it. People want to talk about Darius Dillon. Darius Dillon went against his party and supported Ellen Johnson. They got pissed off with him. And when I see people writing on Facebook, oh, Darius Dillon was part of Ellen Johnson, yes. Even Darius Dillon still support George Weah. Darius Dillon still support things that are good about George Weah. Yes, Darius Dillon. Darius Dillon congratulated George Weah on the student tuition. He congratulated George Weah on the Doe Community Rule. Anything that benefits the people of Liberia or Moscow County, Darius Dillon congratulated President Weah. Darius Dillon, yes, he was with Ellen Johnson selling, but what Darius Dillon did, he stood up against Ellen Johnson when it came to corruption. He stood up against Ellen Johnson that things were not going right. That is why they fell apart. He went against his party, said, no, I will support Ellen. She's in charge. But what happened? He stood against Ellen and he ended up leaving. This young man served the vice president at the time, senator, chief of staff for 4 years. Darius Dillon alone wrote the article that they built that created assistant superintendent today in Liberia. Go ask the vice president. Go to Edwin Snow and ask Edwin Snow about Darius Dillon. This man look in your face and tell you who you are. If you're wrong, he will let you know. He's the people person. He connect with people. Let us stop. Voting for Fala is like you giving George Weah another advantage to corrupt the people of Liberia. I know some of my friends there right now, they're saying that, you know, I will not say this, but oh, you always on this and you nothing, you this and that. Yes, I am nothing. I'm just an ordinary man who try to inform people on their rights. I'm just an ordinary Liberian who don't show off. What I work for is mine. What you work for is yours. But when you come to public life, you must be honest. You know, some people we still can define the relationship between fairness or honesty or bad leadership. That is why they will tell you honesty, integrity, empathy, these are things that should be part of your life as a leader. Making a good decisions is 50-50. That is why there's a saying, they say no decision is right until it is right. If we all know that our decision that we're going to make for tomorrow will be right, there will be no wrong on this earth. There will be no wrong at all. No wrong. But we don't know. We go by our instinct, our mind, we assume, say, yes, I think this is the right thing. If it goes right, boom, you got 100%. So an honest man can still be a bad leader. And I will give you an example. A corrupt free leader can still be a bad leader. I will still give you an example. Nigeria's president, Buhari. Buhari failed when it came to the economy of the country. But the people of Nigeria voted for Buhari because Buhari is not a corrupt man. Buhari, even right now, his vice president is richer than him. Buhari is not corrupt. But the Nigerian people voted for him. But under his leadership, things were not too good. So they look at it and say, but we got a president who is not corrupt and whatsoever. So let's stay hold on to him. Than to get a president to bring somebody who's corrupt. He's the poorest Nigerian president. I can tell anybody that. Some Nigerians don't know, but you ask for Nigerian, they will tell you Buhari He's not a wealthy man. He's not. His vice president is richer than him. So you could be an earnest guy and still fail in making decisions. Yes, we all make mistakes. We all will do things. We all make decisions and try to push things based on our interests. That is why I tell people, there's a saying that when you're making a decision when it comes to public life, use your head, not your heart. When you use your heart, you will hurt more people, because when you love someone, let's say I love you and you cause a problem and you doing something, but because I love you, I don't want to make you feel bad, I will let it go. But the next man who I don't have love for, anything that he does, it will be a problem. So always when it comes to public life, it has no do with friendship or brother or whatsoever. Let everybody be satisfied. Let something that will benefit the Liberian people, not to benefit you. No, not to benefit you because you think that you want to get something for yourself. That happens to be. You want your pockets to be filled up. You crossing these because you feel that you got some other what the thing is, purse or something coming to you. It's wrong. So an earnest leader will always try to do their best, and that's what we need in our leaders. When they are honest, they promise you, their promises will not fail. They will not fail you. Sometimes it will not be easy to go to accomplish what they promise, but at the end of the day, they will get it work. Everything that Darius Dillon told you, Darius Dillon never said, I'm going over there to do this or to pass this bill, because one man cannot defeat 30 men easily. People who are being in the system, who been enjoying making $15,000, and they feel that they're entitled to more because people go to them and beg every day. They want the Liberian people, they enjoy it. Even the vice president said the same thing, was your senator. And may his soul rest in peace, the late Nango Slaw said the same thing. That representatives that need to make more money because everyday citizen coming to the house to beg. We make them to turn to beggars. We turn our people into beggars. We turn our people into beggars. We should teach our people how to fish. The project that Darius Dillon carry on is not his personal project to keep. Whether he's senator or not, he started it, he will finish it and turn it over to the appropriate authority to maintain it. It's not for himself. So you see, but that is our problem. You build schools by your own school. You build community center, your own community center. No. You dare to serve the people. We don't expect a representative or senators or whatsoever to use their personal money. And you see, because of lies, that's what damaged this government today. The truth of Darius Dillon, keeping Darius Dillon alive. The truth. And he's an honest guy. He's not a he's not a perfect human being. I myself, I'm not perfect, but he tried his best to inform us, to let the Liberian people know. Come December 8th, if you think that you will not vote for Darius Dillon, you're going to vote for what is his name, George Weah candidate, so be it. That means you okay. Election has consequences. It's not about Darius Dillon, it's not about me, it's about our country, our future. We want somebody for once, and we have that person who will stand up and say, look, enough is enough. Who will hold this government accountable? But what mess up the government to the lies? Things that is even in their favor, they lie about it. And then when the lies catch up with them, then they try to justify it. I will give an example. USAID decided to give 12 graders who are taking national exam $50. That's a good thing. And I see some people, they posted, they started lying like this first. Why your opposition doing this, President? We are sending mobile money to all the 12 graders then. He's sending them money. Why you voting? Okay, good. And someone said for the first time, for them to give the 12 grader money for themselves, but they didn't tell them how much the money. Some of them receive $5,000. And not everybody going to get it. I will tell you today, Liberians, we are so corrupt. Let's forget about George Weah problem. We are so corrupt in everything. So they told the children, we all need to get a mobile money. That means you got to get a phone. You think that every student in Liberia got money for phone? Why you couldn't do it through yes, they did it through education ministry, but why can't you do it through the schools that these students will receive their money? But instead, the man should have a mobile money account. That means he got to get telephone. Some students receive 5,000 already. When the news came out, USAID got pissed off and said, no, we said that we gave them $50. Right away they came out and said, oh, no, we just giving them this money, then later on we gave them the balance money. But the first thing, why you couldn't tell them, why you could not look at them and say, listen, you say we're giving you guys $50, but we gave you $25 now. After the test and whatsoever, we'll give you the other $25. Fair enough. It still boosts your morale. But what you do, you went there, you started lying. Some of them came up, they said, oh, Darrell Stillon can lie. They took the communication from USAID and published it. Yes, what is in there? You gave people 5,000 already instead of US dollar. You determine the rate. You gave them liberty instead of giving them the US dollar. Lies. They catch up with you. The same thing you did with the rice business. You gave the rice to WFP. You brought in the self people. They started. You lie, say these people charge you this amount. Just to find the people say, nope, we did not. We never charge this amount. It was a shame on your part again. You got every little thing you must steal. Every little thing this government was robbed because we got a corrupt president. I know some people don't like it when we say it because he's the leader. He makes appointment. He appointed them. He put the criminals into positions and he cannot even remove them. Let me tell you about the corruption in Liberia. The corruption in Liberia is not among all government officials, I will tell you today. Some officials have not getting anything yet. But few guys are stealing. Look at this thing. I will play this statement. Look at that disgraceful thing. TV 24 News to carry or story an investigation on Liberia. Telling about, you see how the world getting to know George Weah? The whole world getting to know President Weah on his corruptness. Look, the world is not stupid. The people that are around the world, we might be stupid, but they're watching us. They're watching Liberians. And I always say this, we are our own problems. And I will also play a tip of a little girl who's sending awareness. And I want to say thanks to all the Liberians who are fighting against rape. And I want to say this to especially the men. We must be very careful how you handle this rape thing, what you say. And no matter how a child dresses in the street, it gave you no right to go after them. It gave you no right. Whether that child, her mom poured trouser on her, that child walked down the street, it gave you all damn rich men, especially in government, because you got few bucks. That's the only country I see a man get title, he turned to be a criminal, he turned to be a killer, he turned to be a bully. No matter how that woman dress her son or daughter and how that people draw, you got no business. Put your nuts in your pants and go look for the big girls. Go look for them. And even if you want a woman, she can even be big, and she said, no, I'm not ready now, you do not force her. You guys are so damn stupid. I can tell anybody I will be happy if they can kill anybody to face firing squad or hanky for raping a child. What it do for you? What in there for you? You don't have a daughter? You never had a child in your life? And up to now, since the government came to power, I will be all over the place here. I've never heard under this government that they prosecute one rapist. We only know they say, oh, they went to this guy, oh, they went to this one, oh, the general ministry got tough law. Yes, they had tough law, but they implementing it? No, because everybody who involved in rape in Liberia, they are connected to this government. You rape the children, you kill them. You rape the other child, you kill them. But 9-year-old get committing suicide, you believe in suicide? or 9 years old Liberian child, girl will hang herself. That's a lie. You rape the poor daughter, you throw in the street. Then when a yellow man say, why you want to blame the man alone? How about the parents? Still, he ain't got nothing. We will deal with the parents later. But don't tell us because the parents then broke. Yes, you take the advantage. You saw the loopholes, and because you know that little child, not educated alone, her parents cannot even feed her, and you came and bring your OASS and try to show her some US dollar today, tomorrow, and whatsoever, and then you damage her future. But you got your girls then sitting back. How will you get a girl who 20 years old and 30 years old, but yet you won't sleep with somebody on a daughter, and you got a child? Why should your girlfriend be younger than your daughter? Stupid people. Dirty men. Dirty OOOASS. But God will punish you. They need to start disgrace. These are the kind. But our president can't even say nothing. Because our president, when we say this again, say everything at Joshua, yes. Because in this case, in cases like that, Joshua need to take it personal. Joshua need to come on high. Joshua got girls' children. Some of them he don't know them, but Joshua has girls' children. But he never lived with them. He never lived in the house. I dare anybody tell me when did Joshua live in the house? Coming for 2, 3, 4 months on vacation and go back? You saw Joshua children parading with him on stage when you're giving his inaugural speech? Did you saw Joshua, any of his children standing with him when he was giving his speech? Did you saw Joshua standing with his children when he won the election? But we saw President Barack, we saw every president, even in Sierra Leone, we saw the Sierra Leone president, we saw every other president standing up with the family people. Yes, I'm a family man. You saw your president doing it? No. We saw on the page, we saw in the CDC head office, girlfriends, because all the women that were standing there were all people who slept with him. Let us be fair and sincere for once. That is why God don't want to bless us. It's not that God don't bless Liberia, but because of the few faithful ones who stay praying in our country sincerely, that is why Liberia stay moving. Not like people like Bishop Winger. Instead of praying to God, you pray to man. Corrupt pastor, bishop. The Bible says we should not say anything about about godly men. But the same thing the Bible said will disgrace you as a preacher. You'll be disgraced when you're not doing the right thing. Where is Michael Francis? Where is Walter Riches when he's supposed to get ready for government? When the people cannot speak, during the military coup, they spoke for us. But now today, our pastors, all of them got jobs. Every one of them working in government. You call yourself bishop, you working, you on a board. What do you expect? You expect Liberia to be better? No. Liberia not going nowhere. Liberia not going nowhere. My permit tell the real truth. We're not going nowhere. And I always say we are our own problems. We make the government. We are the government. But we just been having bad governance. Bad governance. We can change it. We can make it right. I'm not telling you should apologize to Liberian people because you supported George Weah. I'm not saying you should apologize to Liberian people because you supported Ellie and Ellie is not there. No. But you can make the difference. Go and make us stupid. They say first food and food, second food and food. God gave us wisdom. God gave each one of us wisdom. Although some people don't think for themselves. Some people just follow the crowd. They don't think. They think everything is fine. They think that everything is so nice for them because it have not touched them yet. Or because some of them don't have children. Or some of them, there are people working in government. Well, yes, we allow our belly, our poverty to damage the only thing that in the constitution for me to make the difference are selling. Tell me, if you sell your vote, what you expect the representative or the senator, you think the president owe you? No. He going to get richer and cheat you up and believe that if you don't Now he got money because he knows that you sold it to him before and you still poor. I want y'all go around Liberia and see how many Liberians in Liberia who been there since 12 years and now and stay the same. Community leaders. They sold election every year, every 5-6 years. They stay to the same place. So the politician knows that you nothing. They will sell, they will come to you and they will pay you, and your damn self will vote. And after the vote, you will go right back for the next 6 years, and they will come back in 5.5 years, and they will give your damn self money, and now you want to manipulate and convince the youth in your country, in your community. That is why you see today, you go there, they see old people stay there, they won't convince you. Because what they do, they go to the same, well, we can't throw bacha in you can't throw bacha in bar. There's no bar bush for bacha. Family tree can bend, but it can't break. We elected you. You were in this era look, nobody do free job. We elected you. We saw something in you. We say you will talk for us and improve our lives. Yes, you're going to get paid. You're going to get everything more than us. You're going to get money. You're going to get your salary. That is why they say they're going to pay you. But when you get all these things, you're still making more money than the citizen. Now what you're supposed to do, you're supposed to take your damn self and speak for them and make sure the community you coming from, the district, got everything. You stand up for your district. It's not about party. If your party is not in your district, you say, listen, I'm a member of this party, but what I notice here, my district don't even have a water. My district don't even have a light. The man coffee is behind my area in Caldwell, but yet and still they pass over us and they're all the way in Monrovia. No way, I will not sign. Whether you can sign it, but I will not sign no budget here. You won't tell me if that president even want to be stupid enough, why they will go after you when you in support of your district. But instead, you back with your leader because you from the party. So they say party over country. Other good nations and other patriotic say country over party, not party over country. What time will learn? That is why the people are afraid that you're who living in America and Europe and other places. When you go home, they think you're going to convince the people because you want to. Nobody want to go. You know how many Liberians in America here who have retired already and want to go home and can't go home? We got everything wrong. Security wrong. Everything. Every president come in. Look, let me say this again. Let me go back to this one. As much as I don't like Ellie, I never like Ellie after I get to read about Ellie. But one thing Ellen did, she put everything in place. She transformed Liberia in a way that the next president, what you needed to do was to then fight corruption and unite the country. Finish. Fight corruption and unite the country. Finish. Ellen made it clear. I failed in fighting corruption and I failed in uniting the people of Liberia. But everything was in place. But they came there and destroyed it. They destroyed everything. And they all work in government. So I call them the looting by imagination. All they know, the money is free. That government money is for the president. The president decides who uses it, who's supposed to take it. Now, we're in the election. Do you want to tell me, do you believe that Thomas Fala will use his own money to campaign? That means your eye and brain is on the other side of your head. Let me tell you today. The information is not hidden. It's there. President Weah, when I said the other day that his enemies are right in his nose. President Weah is doing everything he wants. 2 counties. He don't care about any county, but he needs 2 counties because he won't get rid of 2 persons. And even if you ask President Weah, yes, as much as they won what is it in Mosrado County, He don't care. All he will know that he don't want Yombli Kanga and Darius Dillon within that Senate. Yes. When Fala was approached, when Fala said yes, everybody wanted. When George Weah said, whoever will get on the ticket of CDC, he will give the money. Government will do everything because they're not his money. From there, that's how Akara's grave, Roll Collie, everybody wanted that seat now. I'm drinking this. CDC was afraid. They were worrying who to contest against Darius Dillon. When President Weah called them and said that we will support the person 100%, and Fala got strong relationship with George Weah, the half Fala came out and said, oh okay, I need it, I want it. Then Akara's grave wanted it. Then the other guy wanted it. You see? And what is happening? Just how Thomas Fala spending the money, how he keep his money. And President Weah instructed public works. Wherever Fala enters, Fala walk around whatsoever and say, I need to greater this road, public works should be available to drop it off. And then he said he will support Boesonga. Oh, Boesonga, the only popular man. But that's not what they do. This has to fool you because they think you on Facebook, you got the time, you got minutes, you got, they call it units, you got unlimited data. So they go on Facebook and show us in the diaspora that, oh, CDC powerful. But I want you to look at the picture. The same people you will see behind Fala in District 2 is the same people you will see with Fala in District 5 or in District 10. The same people with the red beret. You see how stupid they are? Darius Dillon went to District 2 the other day. I think 2 or 3. We only had 2 late for car. But see the people that show up. Darius Dillon was walking down the other day. Only he and 4 persons see the people that show up. We're not stupid. The silent majority who do want to talk, even within the CDC. Even within the CDC. But the cheating. A lot of people have won. And I'm so happy that Joshua is on that committee to meet the committee to meet Malian new leader. So he will understand that cheating now bring out military coup. I personally would not support no military coup in any country. It should not survive. But this is what I want us to do. And the leaders of the free world, the leaders of ECOWAS and AU, why can't you guys tell the civilian president to stop hijacking elections? Why you guys can't tell the civilian president to get the police and military out of all this nonsense, let them do the job? You want to use the police, you want to use the military to suppress your poor people. Now they're getting their personal security and the training to kill people. Why can't you tell the people? Now EU or the ECOWAS should look. Why the citizens will jubilate in the street when a military coup take over? Why? The people who there, the people love the president because the president stole the elections. So they need to talk to them. Don't just say, oh, we don't like the military coup. One of the poor countries will suffer. Egypt was suspended from OU and AU for so long until what happened? Okay, let me fix something quick. I look at something is unplugged. So let me take a quick break. I will be back quick. Let me just take a quick break on certain things. Okay, I'll be back quick. Now all the way. Okay guys, sorry, I'm very sorry, and my computer plug came out, so I want to make sure that everything is okay. But don't forget, vote Darius Dillon. Tell your people in Liberia, Darius Dillon is the choice. Darius Dillon is the light. If you want anything good for Liberia, for now, if you want somebody who will hold this government accountable, we must tell our people, for the first time in our history, we see a government or public officials standing up. I'm not saying there is no other perfect people. Some people are not, I say they are honest people. Some are honest, but they are afraid to speak out. That's the truth. Some are very honest, but they are afraid to speak out. You must stand up for your people. That's it. You must stand up for your people. So Joshua have decided to spend anything, your own money, your money, he want to use it against you. And guess what's going to happen when Joshua wins this election? You know that he's going to get more. It will be a free ride for him. Free ride for him. But we will not allow it to happen. Will not allow it. Guys, I want to take this time to thank everyone for coming on, and I appreciate it. And share this video. And I think I'm going to open the line. The line will be open for only people who supporting Darius Dillon. I will be biased, yes. I'm a racist, yes. Anything you say. But I dedicated my show until December 8th to Darius Dillon. To Darius Dillon. We got a lot of things to say. You can contribute, but let me tell you again. Let me sit there. Somebody say, why you can contribute when it comes to rapes? Why you can contribute for people who suffering, people who doing this? I agree. They got other organizations in Liberia that going after these things. But one thing we're going to realize here, we can support all the organizations in Liberia. If we don't have a good government, a good person to lead that nation, we just continue spending and fighting them. All these things we're doing, Liberia is not a big country. Liberia is so small until I don't know who I can. The police director, the state trooper in Jersey here, I think can run the whole of Liberia. We can have all the advocates, we can have everybody, the organizations fighting rape, doing this. If we do not have a good government who will understand that these things here are wrong, it will not work. It will not work. Because you can advocate for now the judgment that the government not prosecuting nobody. Okay, you go find a person and prosecute them. Now what are they doing? If the government don't prosecute the man to tell the man to go, what do you think going to happen? What do you think going to happen? This government is looking for notorious criminal to put within the EPS. They're looking for notorious criminals. They're looking for people who have killed over and over to protect President Weah. They have decided to purchase an over $1.5 million bulletproof car for President Weah. Do you know the plans they're having? That when they do anything, it's on you. So I agree. No matter what we do, politics, we cannot push it aside. We agree all the people, they fail us. People fail us before. Because you drove your car, you had an accident, so when they bring ambulance, you'll not get in it? No. You will still get in it because you need car. It's not because the other politician failed us yesterday, so we don't have one. We just discover one. You don't have to be a rocket scientist to know if or elected officials is honest. Because of Dara's dealing today, do you know how many senators have decided to change their ways to open a new page? We all give people chances. We all allow people to do things. But do you know, look at it, because of Dara's dealing today, people are going through budgets and explaining and looking and going through the Senate. Because of Dara's dealing today, they can do roll call in the Senate. There was no roll call in the Senate. There was no roll call. Because of Dara's dealing today, nobody go for confirmation and deny and you go to work. That's a lie. The law is there, but who brought it out to them? Dara's dealing. Yeah. Even this $5,000 pay cut, pay. It's in the constitution. No elected official should make more than $5,000 or equivalent. You think Dara's dealing stupid? Eh? They are person you go to 2,000 and you're passing the law. Everybody will take 2,000 fine. The man challenge you. He say, if anybody go below me, I will follow them. I will follow them. The man use the law book on y'all. Y'all who make the law. Y'all who interpret the law. They simply akin to the code of conduct. You aware that you pass the law. You said, I should resign 2 years if I have any intent. Okay, I never had intent. And people came to me and said, oh, Mune, we want you to run. Since you think you are honest guy, why can you tell the person you know you're late now? I can't do nothing. Oh, but you know we'll go to court. We should waste our time to go to court for the court to come out and want to change the law and say, when was the intent? What time he came about? And when? Simple thing. Common sense. And we watching y'all. Today we talk about referendum on certain laws in Liberia to change. We talk about the constitution, the president tenure and whatsoever. But we forgot that if you amend the constitution, it's like you change it. Yes, you change it, it's a change. So that change that brought this person to power, that person still can go into the new one and go contest again for two times. But we're not saying anything. And what we put on it, we put Joshua picture on it. Sedition, all what they play. Oh yes, that they only made the man said them reduce the term. Who not do it before? That what happened in Guinea and that what happened in Ivory Coast. That's why they want to go for the third term. But let me say this: the election in America will determine the election in Liberia. I said, but why you got to do with that? We will vote for Joe Biden, and when we vote for Joe Biden, America get a real government, and the real government will not take mess from African leaders. I don't know, for some reason, my people, maybe I'm wrong. 2016 was the year of electing stupid leaders around the world. Y'all look at it. Even Macron in France today, he got a serious problem. 2016 was the year, 2016-17, it was a serious problem. Donald Trump, one of his advisors came on with Jake Tapper, and that man explained it no different from President Weah. Nobody go around President Trump to show off or to say you smarter than him. He kick you out. You got to listen to what he wants to say. It's the same thing with President Weah. Things that even benefiting this president, they lie about it. Everything they lie about. And I want to clear one thing here again. Liberians, I got on the Ashford, I made a call to the Ashford Garden, the bridge radio, when Silencer was on. And I told Silencer, it's overdue. I will say it again. It's overdue. It is your right to contest. And guess what? Silencer, I don't care what Silencer did with his personal money. I don't care. But Silencer have been very, very consistent with the Liberian people and telling us that George Weah will not be a good leader and he's not a good leader. Silencer stuck to it. If Salensa was a greedy man, Salensa only right after the 2005 election, Salensa and George Weah came back together. They were friends. George Weah also beat Salensa, they play on the Wars team. 2011, Salensa said, I will not support George Weah again. They tried to get him into it. Bam! Salensa said no. This gone election again. Salensa said no way George Weah cannot be. After the first round, Salensa said, I will not endorse George Weah. Don't you think if Salensa was a greedy guy, he just was supposed to go to Salensa, and if you think Salensa was a greedy guy, he was just going to go back to Salensa and to George Weah and say, listen, I'm here to endorse George Weah. But he rather, and then what happened? They put a $400,000 on him, just an ordinary board member that he stole $400,000 out from place, and they can't prove it. You see that? So what the people of Fiama, District 9, will decide. I'm not from District 9, but let me tell you something today. And we're still missing the mark because we live in America and we think that's how it works in Africa. The Liberian men do not care what you say about them. Let me tell you today. The first thing Liberian people do, they love you. You have to connect with them. When you connect with them, they will vote for you. They don't give a damn. You can go and do this and do that. They simple thing. You think Darius they don't get money? The people have connected with Darius, they don't already. The people in Liberia love Cummings, but Cummings have not connected with the Liberian people yet. I don't know. So you can do this, you can do that, you can do that. You know what I'm saying? And let me give one example. And people who closer to Edwin Snow. Edwin Snow knew that he was not going to win District 6 because with the way he was doing things in District 6, he smelled the heat, and what happened? He left. Now they had a man there who was doing all the humanitarian work, building wells, clinic, and he's in charge today. What happened? What happened? They don't want to see him anymore. They say he's corrupt. Even his staff are all against him. Look, let me show you the advantage of Salensa guy. And that one tribe you will not joke with. They're not the only tribe in Liberia. They vote on tribal land. The Bassa people. Salensa or Barrow men. All the Barrow people who in that place, they know what Salensa did for Barrow. Salensa the only footballer in Liberia, in the history of Liberia, whether you play foreign ball, this and who his team benefited from him. $125,000 were given to Mighty Barrow for Salensa transfer fee under the late Goo. What Barrow did with him? Even I never collected a penny for George Weah, all the way George Weah was war best. We never collected a penny for Joe Nangwe. We never collected anything from none of our professional players when it came to transfer. Barrow people look at, unless he gets on the Barrow people now who are they? Like some of the Barrow people who I know will not support George Salensa would be Zoga Wilson. Because Zoga Wilson, he with George Weah so badly, that's why he makes sure that they fire Salensa. Because look, y'all don't know the story. 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 George Weah is an evil guy. You need to ask Salensa, did Lone Star LFA sign a contract? No. They put a verbal contract on George Weah because at the time George Weah was in contact with LFA and say they will not sign no contract with him. George Weah is a wicked guy. He's a wicked. You think James guy don't know? He's an evil guy. So I said it's overdue. That's his right to contest, man. People, whether we can be in ANC, ALP, and whatsoever, that's his right. Why if I tell you that the information that Fubu Heron supported and political way against Darius Dillon? Let somebody confirm this if I lie. Why if I tell you that Darius and Fubu Heron supported Sir Joseph against us? When I say us, my brother contested. My brother came from the same coalition party and he ran as an independent. We went to Fiama, we saw it, I was there. So that's not the point, but the people of Fiama will decide. If they need Fubi Herens, they will carry him. But this election is a special election, let's know that too. It's not a by election like the Senate. So ANC cannot say that this place for them, neither Liberty Party cannot say it's for them. If you call me now to suggest, since they are all members of the ALP or CPP, let them go for a mini convention or the same and pull something, or let every one of them go independent. Let the people decide. Then who will win? If Fubi Heren win, the next time he will be on the coalition ticket, on the collaboration party ticket. If Salensa win, then fine, he still member of the coalition. He still member of the CPP. But let us not say because Salensa been a quiet person. Salensa been a very, very quiet person. But anybody, I mean, the only difference is Salensa a barroom man. I never begged them for money. But Salensa, he was not a talking tap. Salensa came right to America. He spent time in my place. We went on a football field. But in fact, may her soul rest in peace. Salensa was going with my niece. You know what I'm saying? Very shy dude. He not like us that get big mom or Salensa and Joshua who show up. Salensa will always be quiet because he won't go. Yes, they say, oh, Salensa me. But he good to some people. He good to some people. He never. You think Salensa really make money? Christopher Red signed more or better contract than Salensa when they were playing football. Okay, he misuse his money. He misuse his money. Why may you think he couldn't be a bad man or greedy guy and say, why the way they put behind Joshua? I think I'm going to join Joshua, so I will get into politics. You don't know who encouraged him to contest. From 2005 to now, you don't know who contest, who said the James Diba. So he from Fiama, he from that era. So you let's just let it rest. We should not attack each other. We all member of the same PP. Let us be very careful. Let us be very, very careful. And to the CPP family, losing Moserado County, you should understand you will never ever win election in Liberia. That is what President Weah want to do. If he can handle these elections, Grand Bassa and Moserado County, and cheat and you people don't say anything, he can do it in the general elections. I said it the other day on the Costa show, but sometimes people don't believe these things. We got the information, we know what they want to do. It's clear. Not everybody around President Weah happy about it. Some people know what President Weah have told certain people, try to instruct them. We know how many times President Weah have called the election commissioner chairman on the phone, and they have met, and he gave her instruction, and all she will say yes. So she's in a strong predicament, she's in a serious problem where these elections will destroy Deviator or keep her alive. It will destroy the Brown family, or it will keep them with their hands in the air moving freely. I'm telling you, because he's pushing them so badly. But let me say this, she owed nothing to George Weah. You owe the Liberian people election commission. You owe the Liberian people accountability and credibility. You owe them. It is time for George Weah, like what Ellen told George Weah behind closed door. I had the power, I had everything in my purview to give election to my son. But for the sake of peace, for the sake of peace of Liberia, I stopped my son from contesting, but he went and still decided to go independent. And I knew you're not going to win you, because nobody could win you at the time in Moserado County. So why you want to do it now when the thing is clear that nobody within Moserado County can win CDC and Darros Dillon? Let us stop pushing around. I don't have to call a name. I can name 20 real seditions who will vote for Darius Dillon on election day. I can name people who working in the government who will cast the ballot on that day. So that's why I say I don't give a damn about what you guys say. Y'all can say the this and that. You're not changing nobody. The people of Liberia know you. You see, when Liberian men know you can lie about a bad. And if you want to know, I will pay somebody to go to District 6 during the election day to just put that error on Facebook Live, and you will see how the people behave right in George Weah knows in his own community. Darius Dillon, the first candidate to ever win 17 districts in one county. The first. He beat the CDC candidate in all the districts from District 1 to District 17. Yeah. When they're campaigning, they carry 4 buses with them. When they leave on this place, they carry buses with them. When they come in, so they carry members with them. What Liberian people, you ain't get sense? Now, let me go to this other topic here. I will play the tape about the white dude talking about Joshua and Nancy Doe, and I will play the other leg tape. Y'all heard the other day President Weah veto or deal between here Fuanin brothers. Fuanin brothers want to start be doing crude oil and whatsoever in Liberia. And in that deal, I look at all the comments. I ask myself, are we ready sound people? I saw a comment from my friend and sister Cecilia. Oh, Mr. President, thank you for vetoing it. But there's something in that thing which is true. There was something in there. Why Fuanin brother will employ 1 Liberian every year. But anyway, it's good that you saw the flaws and you veto it and send it back to the legislatures. And you say, President, we are not smart. My people, legislatures do not sign contract with companies or anybody who want to take companies to Liberia. Let me put it in a simple way. The legislatures, the senator, and before I go, let me go back. Let me tell you what happened to Edwin Snow. Edwin Snow brought people who want to get into the oil business. He introduced them. When he introduced them, Ellen know the law. Ellen kept Edwin Snow outside and said, okay, we'll take it from here. Because she knows that legislatures cannot be part of an agreement because you will rectify it. Now, the paperwork was done by President Weah, the executive, and Fuanin brothers. The senator, and you see the conflict of interest. Guess who the lawyer? You know that's the only thing I don't like. You cannot be a senator at the same time you're a lawyer, or representative then you're a lawyer. You cannot. Conflict of interest. Vani Shema is the lawyer. Now, the senator who they look at it, what is I'm saying the Senate, they represent the House. They look at it. Now, you can either tell the president, listen, this thing I don't think is fair to Liberians working folks. We need more Liberians in this thing here. Then they will tell the president. They signed it and left one of the sheet back. They noticed it, and the senator Achi took it to the president. The president already finished signing. Read to the president say, I will veto it and will take it back. They ain't changed nothing. That's your own bill, your own contract. Nothing changed. But you see the kind of politics you're playing. So everybody say, oh wow, John, we have veto it. How can George we have veto what he sent? No. President can veto what they sent to him. When somebody put something in and they pass it, whatsoever they send to the president can veto it. Then when they go back again, they got to override it by 1/3. You know what I'm saying? But the president took his paper and gave it to the people signing. You look in there, if anything was to change or whatsoever. But guess what? Darius Dillon was the only senator who came and said, congratulations, Mr. President, but we need to investigate. Which is true. Because it made no sense. How can the president veto what he sent? Nothing changed. Nothing. Look, my brother, just stop it. You're making a man to look too bad. Too bad. You're making him look like he's just holding on. You're making it look like, wow, how do you call this? You just there. He's just a ceremonial president. Yeah, a man who never went for debate, who refused 2 times, escaped the debate. He traveled. Then his confidant coming up and talking about debating another political leader. What you expect that political leader to tell you? You say, no, I can't debate you, you're a little boy. I won't debate your boss man, the president. That's it. Or you can debate Darius Dillon. So you guys in CDC, you're embarrassing President Weah, because we have never seen President Weah debating. We have never seen President Weah standing up and telling Liberian people things. All we have seen President Weah doing is to go in the church and throw words and use his pulpit and throw words at people in opposition whatsoever. That's the only place he can do it though. You see that? So why you guys are damaging this president? So guys, don't forget, vote Darius Dillon. Tell your people the election have not started, but they are campaigning, and we will do it too. They broke all the rules, we will do it. Look in the man's face. Look at the man. Look at him. This guy. This Basombo. Look at him. Look at the honesty in the man's face. The honesty in the man's face. Look at the one here. Look at him sitting here. Very, very honest. He's the light. He's the light. You see around there all the darkness. You see? Let me show you. You see all here? These are all darkness around here. Yeah, I don't know what. Oh yeah, you see all the darkness? This is Darius Dillon right in the middle here. Yeah, it's Darius Dillon. You see what I'm doing here? I had a weather book and do it. They say, well, when you come on this side, there will be rainfall and sunny. It's a sunny day. So these are all green screen. A green screen on my head. So, he's a light. Honesty, integrity, and empathy. That empathy said, I think I got it wrong spell. So I think EMPARTHY. Anyway, nobody see it yet. So that's the fact. We should stop doing things that will damage our people. Let us put our people first. And people, when the mayor pay you and vote for you, forget it. He owe you, you owe him. You owe that man nothing, the man owe you nothing. All the man going to do is to just give you money, and after that you over. He ain't got nothing to do with you again. Why we can't respect ourselves? Why we can't respect ourselves? That is so shameful. Our old people in Liberia, they're the one causing all the problem. Our old people, they're the one causing all the problem. They're causing all the problem for us. They will go and give them the money saying, well, you know, and there's no bad bush for bad child. So share this video, guys. The Cash App and number is there. And Darius Dillon get a very, very, very good and honest guy. Imayo Yato. This is what we need to do. You need to put your money where your voice is. This is just for the first time. You can call, you can make available your time, you can give whatever you want to give. Just look, you need to give $50, you need to give $100, you need to give $25, even $5, $1 from now to December. Here's the thing. It's not because Joshua spend money. You tell the person, eat the money. If Joshua continue to spend in a district and Darius Dillon cannot even go in that district to talk to the people, Darius Dillon will not get that vote. Because the people say, but nobody told us. We ain't see the men. They say the men are coming back again. They're Liberian people. So we expect Darius Dillon to visit the 17th district over and over and over to preach to them. But how can he do that? Money. CPP. We know there's a contract that every party is supposed to present, I think $10,000 or something. We know that. But your focus should be Montserrado County and Grand Bassa County. Your focus, the same way Joshua won this 2 county, especially Montserrado. If you get it, it's a morale for you. It's a morale for CPP. Mr. Cummings, you are the chairman. Your job is stronger than ever. That's why Omen Bwaga ain't for that thing, because they know, we come in the by-election here and won't put somebody who can move around. You have had, you energized and whatsoever. And please, we should not bring a division of whether the people like Darius Dillon or they didn't like him. No. We are all on the same team. We are all team players. We all there to give the ball to the best man who can score. That's it. If the man can score, let it go. If the man is a good player, that's it. We are talking about 2020. We're not talking about 2023. No. We're talking about 2020. That 2020 we're talking about, my people. We're not talking about 2023. From 2023, we will know. I'm going to put my telephone number up here. If anybody want to call, and let me make it clear to you here. I just want you to call me and you tell me something. What you think Darius Dillon should do. If you're supporting Darius Dillon, you're supporting Darius Dillon for one reason, because you love Liberia, you love your country. That's all you're supporting Darius Dillon for. You're not supporting Darius Dillon whether he get tattoo, whether he hear Michael Jordan, oh that guy looking skinny. No. If you want to support him because you know him, support him. So I'm going to put my telephone number on. Let me hear from you. I'm not going to take too long here. I'm not going to take too long. Yes, the number I'm going to put on, the number is 215-526-4400. You can make your call and give me your advice and give me what you think. And if you're going to make a contribution, say it. That's all we can do. I'm not voting, you're not voting. Let me tell the real truth. But they need support in Liberia, whether you like it or not. They need support in Liberia. Let me not fool yourself. We're not fool ourselves. Yeah? That's all we can do. We need to help this man. This is the only man right now, everybody looking at him within the same Senate. Some of them going to the prayer woman, so he can't come back. He must die. He must this. They not finish burying. They not have a funeral and all. But you see the God that we serve, he's a wonderful God. For the first time, we got somebody who put the people first. First time, we got somebody who say, I don't care. We can win. We can win. When they win me, I will go home and sit down. When they win me, I will go home and sit down. And I will sit there and tell you thank you, yeah. I will tell you thank you. And I will go home easy. And also, you can go onto the website. You can go onto the website and register as a friend of Darius Dillon. Hold on 1 minute. Friend of Darius Dillon, and do whatsoever you want to do. So please be a part. Be a part of this thing. It's not, I will say again, it's not about Darius Dillon. It's about us. Hello, how are you? Where are you calling from? Your name?
How are you, General? This is Stephen.
Hey, how are you? How's everything?
I'm okay. Thank you so much for the show.
Thank you.
I'm supporting Darius Dillon because he has integrity. He is honest. No human being is perfect, so I would never sit here and say he's perfect.
Yep.
But he knows how to talk to people.
Yep.
He's polite. And whoever call him a tartan, I can understand him more than we are.
Yep.
He integrate, but we
you can still understand him.
I will work a PhD degree. He have phobia in talking in public. The only place he goes to hide himself when he in the church and feeling worshiping the devil in the night, then go in front of church to make mockery out of God. Because you can't go to church every day and have this much hate for one person. First of all, around the world, people are asking, why don't you want this man that says we should reduce, government should reduce their salary? If we was a president with integrity that didn't come over there just to steal, he will reach out to the law and say, you know what? He will be like somebody, he will be the president like Jerry Rawlings then, that was prosecuting corrupt leaders, people that was in the government. Those are the president we want. And I wish one day this man will run for president. Dillon will win. If Dillon run, because everybody, even on the other side, on the opposition, they have, the ruling party or CBCN, they have level high-headed, high IQs one that know left from the right. I'm not talking about the one that was just be cussing people around here and don't listen.
Hold on 1 minute. Let me get some. Hold on 1 minute. Hold on 1 minute. I lost it. Hello?
Hello?
Okay, I think I lost her, but anyway, go ahead. And you can call me. No, let's go. You on the line already. I was on there. I was trying to click you on, but then I mistakenly got someone off. They were on the line. Okay, what's your name and where you calling from?
Okay, this is John Mawolo calling from Maryland.
Hey, how are you, man?
It's been a while.
Yeah.
I wanted to call you the other day, so that's what they said. And listen, when I think, Darius Dillon.
Okay, go ahead, and she's on it. But just go after you finish. You will come back in.
Yeah, if they focus on their own good, on their own leaders, that should be a no contest competition right there. You know, we gotta get to the point where we tell our people, you're not doing any harm to the person you're voting for or against. You're doing it to yourself. Because if you want to move a Darius Dillon from standing in front of the government that's trying to harm you and take somebody who will just open the way for the government to harm you, that will be up to you, because Darius Dillon will be fine. Darius Dillon has made his name. You don't vote for him, he's going to be fine. But your life is going to go down. And our people need to know that. They need to know that people got to be frank with them. This thing about always tolerating people, threatening people, oh, when anytime we'll vote for CDC. We'll vote for CDC. It's going to be your life. It's going to be your children's life. All the rape in a place that people don't even care. You know, your children dying. You're the one who not eating. You're the one who every cent that comes in the country, the people steal it. The same thing Darius Dillon, It's $7,000. Only that he decided to give the people $3,000 back. But your life is the one that made damage. This man is fighting for you. People need to understand that this is about their future, the future of their children and their own life. And that is the fight to put up. I see the jack up there. I'm going to put some money in there tomorrow. But people.
And before you say, make sure you get $10 on my behalf too.
All right.
General will be giving the sales pack. You know, my just buying sales pack. My just deposit over there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but our people need to understand it's about the children's future. We're trying to build a Nigeria that they don't have to be begging. We're trying to help them understand that they need to put people in office who now going to be giving them kings. We're going to have people there who will make the government do what it's supposed to do for them. Then they don't have to beg. Then they can keep their pride. Then they can walk with their head up high, and then they can make their children's future better than this.
Okay.
If they want to keep on playing games with that, it's up to them. That's their life.
All right.
Thank you, man.
Okay, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Let me get this little back on. Thank you, my brother. I appreciate it. Yeah, hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, the phone call up. I was trying to. Anyway.
To click, I know, I understand. And the other day we have the finance minister, Samuel Toye, insulting them. Hey, this guy want to reduce our salary so we can be giving you a cheat check.
Yeah, yeah.
I better listen to what our fish just said to them. That's how much, and they have some of these leftover one around here. Oh, the people in the diaspora, they're not setting up money to survive. So you're not fighting for your own country. You want us to be paying you to fight. I'm not. Nobody shouldn't pay me to fight for my country. So when things injustice are going on, look at this man on Severdion. And next door to us, the president have already established a court for rape crime. We are having open his mouth on such things. But hold the witch hunting, critical voices, that Dillon beyond Dillon to fight Dillon. You know, this guy is, we has also ghetto behavior in him, and that's how we have to treat him, people. If this man don't want to be diplomatic, he don't want to come to his senses and grow up and still want to act like gangster, we don't have to fight. We fight him at the battle pass. And I'm already donating. I pay my $200 already to Mr. Yeto. I know he's married Yeto.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm paying it. Adapter or wash pool or whatever. Adapter A with $300.
Good, that's a good thing.
So
Yeah.
I'm paying my way. But tonight I donate $50. I'm already paying on this side.
Yep.
And
Yep.
whoever, I want you guys to keep fighting. Nobody should say, oh yeah, if Dillon is not going, if Dillon don't win, Dillon is going to win. The whole world, I have some African friends, I have people from Kenya, I have people from Ghana on my page, and they're like, what is wrong with George Weah?
Yeah.
Because I'm like,
Yeah.
no, he's not a soccer player that you know. Yeah, he plays soccer well, but he sucks at politics. He's so corrupt, especially in a new day and age. You cannot get away with it. And these same people around you, same way with the former president though. They were sitting around here and fooling him, and tomorrow, oh, with the native people, yeah, the same native people, they are digging your hole for you. And when push comes to shove tomorrow, they will all run, come to this thing, America, be to barbecue with their baby stomach, and be telling, yeah, that man, my man, the man can't listen to people. What in the world will do? And they start talking again. And that's what's going on right now. Look at Mali, Africa is on it right now. In Abidjan, in Africa, the president, what they call him, Ouattara, he went and took Babo out. That Babo wanted to vote for third term.
Yeah.
Against the purpose.
And now he's doing the same thing. He want to do the same thing.
He's doing the same thing, and he have all his people harassing people, beating people, killing people. and they think they can get away with such thing. If you bring that nonsense in Liberia, that one person know how to retaliate.
Yeah.
If you do something, people going to get sick and tired of you. And one day they go. It's not like the olden days where you can just get away with stuff. Now, when you do something, the new president, somebody may come on tomorrow in America, and they tie with your bull crap because people are calling the State Department every day reporting you. If you have sense, common sense, you may not be educated but have common sense. So to show that we are not going to change, why would he want to fight somebody like DeLong who said you let reduce your salary? It's not. Isn't that what you, the president, supposed to be doing? To be like, you know what? I didn't come here for corruption. I came here to change the country. But then you fighting. Same thing he did with Ted Yuri. He fought this guy that, for this guy because the guy that admitted to taking 800,000.
Yeah.
And if I was a decent president or president with integrity, I'll be like, no, I don't want this type of person on my team. I can lie about stuff like that, and that's why my people there from in my community way beyond these people. And I'm like, I'm in Liberia, and I don't support people because of where they're coming from, which tribe they speak. I support people on integrity, somebody that has moral. The way I does that, and I will keep talking. I'm consistent, whether he's native Liberia or he whatever, because I don't use those words then. I care about Liberia. I don't care whether you're from Southeastern, Northern, or Southwest. I don't care. I care for somebody that in the interest of the country.
Yes, that's all we need to look at.
Yeah,
that's what we need to look at.
Anything here, when you're talking, I heard you talking about the former first lady. You were about to talk about her. You're welcome to put me back on the phone.
Okay.
So I will tell you, I will defend whatever she says to clarify it to the Liberian people, for our people to wake up. Wia does not care for this woman. Whatever she said, it was true, and that's what it is. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. I appreciate your contribution. So guys, please, you are free to call. The number is up there. And thanks again, Todd, for making that correction on the Cash App. And I can type Jelle, I can type Upankanana, so I forgot the 8. But anyway, and she's registered, and I want to say thanks to my friend Maolo. He want to contribute $10 for me, and she just contributed another $50. So guys, listen, this is what we can do. We must do it. I will play the tape with TV24 TV24, yes, what this lady said. This white man, a white man saying it, that I know voice over than I nothing. It was on BBC. They play all over. That how bad it is now. The people get to understand, to know our own presume. Yeah, our own presume. So it's not nothing for us to say they lying, they not lying, and whatsoever. That's it. Okay, listen to it for yourself.
Welcome back to our news update. Interesting news from Liberia. Some people say George Manawia is wicked, and others say he is just simply very ungrateful. We'll let you decide. Following Mrs. Doe's interview on OKFM, a lot of secret revelations have come to light. Liberians worldwide have condemned George Weah's treatment of Mrs. Nancy Doe. And our investigations confirmed that Mr. Weah's actually never liked Doe and is a great pretender. Sources close to Weah shared that he has no intention of meeting Mrs. Doe privately. They revealed that Mrs. Doe is not even allowed to enter the executive building and is always turned away. During the unprecedented interview, Mrs. Doe said she was not here for politics. She only wanted justice from the government of Liberia. She confirmed that it was Taylor who informed her about her pension and benefits and thereby restoring them to her. But for almost 2 decades, she has won many cases, but has yet to receive a payout. The Liberian government initially owed Mrs. Doe $4 million after they raided her husband's personal account. After the case was won at the Liberian Commercial Court, Weah's government refused to negotiate on the $4 million case. Of course, then the case was then brought to ECOWA's court, and Mrs. Doe was eventually awarded $80 million. Now, of course, this is a huge 400% increase due to interest and penalties against the government. Sources within the Zoe movement says unless Weah is personally given 80% of the award money, the government should not accept any ruling from ECOWAS. Sources in his inner circle claims that Weah is very upset with the Doe family for many reasons. He angrily confronted Mrs. Doe at their only public meeting, reducing her to tears and to the embarrassment of those present. He accused Mrs. Doe of not doing enough to stop the Mamie Doe rumors, which he said caused him both elections and trouble in his marital home. Weah considers Doe his hero, but rarely acknowledges him. Weah honored those responsible for his meteoric football career in Europe, but omitted Doe. Sources in CDC told us that Doe's name is only mentioned when he attends rallies in Grand Jida, Doe's home country. And of course, this is just to make a mockery out of the Grand Jidians. They are considered blind loyalists who will always vote overwhelmingly for Weah at their own detriment. Secondly, Weah felt that the $200,000 Doe gave him for his football trials in Europe was not enough. Thirdly, he was upset at Doe Jr. for supporting Joseph Bowaiki. But critics argue that both of Bowaiki's children kept their jobs and SK Jr. did not. Close friends of Weah revealed that Johnson Sirleaf instructed him to deny justice to the Doe family. And unbeknownst to Weah, Ellen is digging a big hole for him while making her administration look less corrupt. Since 2018, Weah has even stopped Mrs. Doe from receiving her husband's pension payments regularly. Sources from the finance ministry have said her payments went from almost every month to every 4 to 5 months per year. Because of Mrs. Doe's interview, local activists and indigenous movement of Liberia are combining forces. They are contacting the international community and human rights organizations to intervene quickly. They are awaiting the outcome of Mrs. Doe's final interview in September, and it is our hope that Mrs. Doe put aside her motherly hat and shed light on how Weah, the former peace ambassador, has truly treated her for the record. Mr. Weah, the whole world is watching you for all the wrong reasons. It is always important to do the right thing, even when you think no one is watching. And that's our news update for now. Thank you for watching. Good night.
Okay, that was TV 24, News 24, and they're talking about our president. Now, what surprised me in that whole thing, when I told you guys, I said the enemy of George Weah, the betrayal at his people who right under his feet, they will be the same one tomorrow. Say, but they may listen to us. Joe's President Weah said if he can get a percentage of that $18 million, she will get her money. She will get her money. Who that old man there can get $18 million for what? That what came to his mind first. Who is that lady? Charles Taylor was the one who informed this woman that you entitled to this. Ellen don't like George Weah and like do already. What have passed have passed. You understand? But today Ellen getting all her benefits, and George Weah people getting benefit before even in the office they still getting benefits. George Weah want to be part of every eating. The people in Grand Nigeria just said George Weah love Doe, he love Grand Nigeria, but what happened? He fired Doe brother, Doe's son. He fired Doe's son because Doe's son was supporting Bwaka. So what? That is where you're supposed to be the big brother and say, listen, I know you never supported me in this going election. Look, George, you have over 100 ways to draw people out. Say, listen, my man, I know you never supported me this time, but please, I want you to give me the chance. Just give me a little chance and see what I will do. You understand? That's what you need to do. But all in the mind, though President Weah came to power through the votes of Une sedition. Une sedition voted for George Weah to be president. That was in their mind, their small little brains. That is why they're not even checking the record, they're not even calculating. They're not calculating. I see the cow meat man, he inbox me and they say, people are wasting your time. Yes, I'd rather waste my time on good stuff and to be a honest man than to be a corrupt man to steal for a corrupt person. The cow meat man and the molested kid are all on Facebook saying things that they don't even know about their own country. People who supposed to vote for CDC, they will vote for CDC. You get vexed and you say that Darius Dillon you voted for, that you don't want me Darius Dillon Center, you get pissed off and vote against Darius Dillon. I want to know how many people you got. You can't defeat 4 political parties. You don't have the numbers. And I don't know what Alva Toba is still waiting for to go to that place, because a vote for Alva Toba is a vote against CDC. And Mr. Toba, when you go there, I told you already, and I know some of your people watching me, if you want to be relevant in the Liberian politics, you must tell the people about Thomas Fala. If you think you're going to go against Darius Dillon, you will be damaging your political career in Liberia. Take me to the bank, to Akara's Great Bank or whatsoever. If you go to Liberia and you think you will campaign against Darius Dillon, your own finish. Let me tell you the real truth. If you want for the people for you to be relevant in Liberia for 2023 or something else, you need to go after the CDC party. They are the one that destroy you. They are the one that push you aside after you have worked for them. You raise money for them in America. Now, if you think you're going there and you want to go against Darius Dillon, that is why we don't trust any seditious when they leave and come out. We don't trust them because they're in a special court. Most of them ate that cow meat that George Weah put the medicine in. You understand? So nobody, you see, this one surprised me. The cow meat man and the boy who said they molested him, nobody pushed them away from CDC. After the elections, they saw George Weah appointment and whatsoever. They felt that George Weah started to make mistakes, and they came out, they start criticizing George Weah because the molested kid wanted for George Weah to go to go on it, to follow the TRC report to implement it, and they started cursing George Weah all over the place. The boy who said the poor molested him, he was crossing George Weah all over the place. He was in UN with banner about war crime code. The cow meat man, he caused George Weah all over the place for 2.5 years. Now today they causing opposition. You're not taking nobody from opposition to go with you. The people you try to convince, they already are sedition, they will already vote for this. You're getting no new person. You only have just damaged your small little political rights that you have in Liberia. For the cow meat man, I understand, he live in Liberia, he ain't go nowhere. So the man got to eat. The man not travel here to say he will benefit for something. So the man say, listen, I'm not going to say that here, I support Joey, I will just follow the show. I business. So I hope you will get something good and build up yourself, because if you don't get it, forget it. The molested kid who you live in a developed world, you in a place where you can work, you won't give a heck about George Weah. Now you going to Liberia now, you try to turn to be a beggar, and you doing this and doing that, and you insulting the same people that were here. Rudeness will not solve the problem. The man you call your senator friend is like you betraying him. You never voted for him. To show that he's a good leader, which one of the opposition that George Weah brought closer? May his soul rest in peace. Nangbe Slaw, who went and joined CDC. Nangbe Slaw never sat down in front of George Weah face to face and meet George Weah. He have sent appointment upon appointment, his own interview before he died. He tried to meet President Weah, no way. But you came from CDC, you were able to meet Darius Taylor. He showed you leadership. He showed you whatsoever. And there are other seditionists who are cleaved on to George, to this year Ben, because they saw the real truth. Truth lasts long. Lies don't lie. Last too long. You understand? So you guys, we call you the molested kid. You said the people molested you. I know who ate you. The other man say cow meat. There's some people getting very say that they put in America back. The people who bought the cow meat for that cow meat man, they are not opposition. They're not direct, they don't friend them. That the other sedition now, who happy and say, thank God, my man, you want what's that? They bought a cow. And what some of the imam told him, what they told him, they say, listen, you can bring a cow here, we'll not stop it, we'll all eat a cow, but you cannot tell us who to vote for. That how desperate CDC is. The cow meat man, the molested kid, and Takun J or whatsoever, they are all popular in George Weah now. Tomo Fala taking endorsement from there. He happy, he taking endorsement from there. George Weah video. They put in one George Weah picture should even be on the poster, because when the Liberian people see that picture on the poster, they will vote more and more and more. So to avoid it, they won't take small defeat, a big defeat. And Elephant telling him, hey, George Weah will not campaign. George Weah will not campaign. His man telling him, hey, y'all take it from me. George Weah will not go that nonsense he did when he was causing Uri. He will not try it. Raccoon know the kind of stick to rub a bottle. Hey, he didn't know that don't whip him. And he try again, like people will get pissed off and vote more. Like people will get pissed off and vote more and more and more. That nonsense he did and call rally and start cussing and this and that and say Darius did not defy him. The Liberian people defy him and say, we bet you, President Weah. We bet you. So that is why they're preparing themselves for fight. They're preparing for everything. Vote Darius Dillon or for a better Maserado. The election for 2010 will determine 2023. It's a referendum on George Weah. This election is there to straighten up President Weah. It's there to straighten up President Weah. If we get all oppositions, 15 opposition senators, President Weah would think twice. Nothing will just go through. And guess what? The 15 senators from the opposition party, they're all willing to take $5,000 paycheck. That money can go to schools, government schools, public health place. That's what it's all about. You see today, you look in the campaign trail, all brand new money, 100, 500. The money that is supposed to use for schools and hospitals, that the money President Weah giving, teaching out to Fala, because I will tell you, I pointed water here, I'm going to die. He and swear the other day, that not Fala own money. When you open Fala trunk, so brand new money. President Weah prepared, he said if it costs him to spend $5 million, listen, if it costs him to spend $5 million of your money on the people to move Darius Dillon, to show how wicked this man is. Right after the election with Darius Dillon, President Weah never took the telephone to call Darius and say, listen, my man, congratulations. I hope we work together. Look, any good thing that happens under your watch is yours. Whether Darius Dillon push you, they cut the salary, they will say that Joe, we are administration. But you want it. You want it because it's from Darius Dillon. It's from Darius Dillon. Darius Dillon said, Mr. President, anything that you bring here that will be in the interest of the Liberian people, I will vote for it. That's what the man said. And people sometimes get pissed off with Darius Dillon. Why he doing it? But Darius Dillon politics is not a politics like some of us here or people who taking side because they want to take side. He thinks for himself. You are supposed to ask the vice president, vice president, who is Darius Dillon? Ask Edwin Snow, who is Darius Dillon? May his soul rest in peace. And TC Gu, Kabina Jane, ask them. You say he take great student and he's smarter than you. He's smarter than you. You say he take great student. You're going to challenge him. You're going to challenge a bunch of fake degrees. You think I want to talk? Education is relative. He can read, he can write. He's educated. He don't ask you to write for him. He sit down and be writing. He's not the one who can sit down and be drawing. He don't sit in the Senate. When he sit in a French talking, he can be writing. He not like the other senator. The time he was senator, he used to be drawing or signing his name whole day. Like the best thing in order to do, sign his name. It's so shameful. It's shameful. You obsess with this young man, Darius Dillon. You obsess over my day body. Make no matter what. Summit 12. Give any amount of money to these people here to run. Let me say this again. Nobody was willing to put their face on the line against Darius Dillon until President Weah came out and said CDC will support the person 100%. You don't CDC get money now. That the government money. That when Opium Akaros Gray had it, that's the cost to say, yeah, he go in the race. That means he want to eat money too. Then Fala bypass it, bam, and took it. That Haji Mama Wolo Quality wanted it because President Weah have already guaranteed that we must find a candidate against Darius Dillon. You don't know if a CDC had a candidate, long time they put it up. Long time they put it up. That how Fala came about. Nobody in CDC had the balls to come out. Nobody. But when President Weah said that I will support the person, we will support the person 100%. That's when all of them, when Kakara Gray now start giving people money, he got very good. He gave $1,000 to the community. He was fair. Because when you get that money, you spend some and you keep some. That's what Fala doing right now. Fala do no development, nothing. The people of District 5, you will hear the news. If Darius Dillon don't beat him in District 5, you mark my back. You mark my back with a big X, or I will mark it. If Darius Dillon don't win Moserado County, and I'm Keshen, then I don't want politics. Then Liberian people, you own your own. Then we'll sit and start to realize and think what we'll do for 2023. CPP, your responsibility is for Darius Dillon to win Moserado County. If you want to be relevant, if you want for the people, for Joshua to understand, to put his tail between his leg and succumb and start working with Liberian people, you must win Moserado County. And so according on you Liberian people that we sit here, we send over almost $500 million to Liberia. This is the time you need to put your penny. I'm sorry, I know people say, oh, why we're not contributing to rape, why we're not contributing, but the only way things will go right in Liberia when we get good leadership. when we have that good leadership, when there's a good leadership in Liberia. Look, if the president come on right now, if President Weah come on radio right now and say, call the justice minister, call the police director and the deputy also say, he says zero tolerance. Anybody before the passing or anybody that is raped, that anybody they catch or rapist, you must be registered, you must go to jail and face the law, and I will support a death penalty. When you see the bitch, they're putting their tear in their butt. All the advocacy will do for rape, it will come to an end. It will come to an end. It will come to an end. Sleeping with people, children, babies. They almost say, Mama, daughter, you think any people bought daughter? What's that? What's that? Sickness. All these things, I know what used to happen before, but it's so nasty now. I know that medicine or that virgin is looking for to get money or to do what? And I want to say something too about I know Bakita from Looking Town. You know, Liberians will be very careful sometimes how we carry news, we listen to people. The Bakita William that I know is not the kind of person you guys talking about. He's not the kind of person. I know maybe Henry Costa received the message in a different way, and it was so sad. I'm from Looking Town. And then I heard Prophet Key, Bakita are rapists. The whole thing started, we knew about it with Adolph Lawrence. Adolph Lawrence and Bakita a friend. Until he backed off, that he was not going to support Adolph when his brother was in the race. And look, I will tell you today, if you in America, you the guys, you go into Liberia, be very careful. I knew that when I went to Liberia 2018. They will put women on you just to arrest you. A woman who is not even a virgin will call police just so you will be embarrassed that you rape her. You got to be very careful. You got to be very careful. What they're doing right now, they are doing it right now. But you know, sometimes when you leak out the story, they don't try. Even Darius Dillon, they even try to penetrate Darius Dillon's office. How they penetrated Yeke. But you see, when God on your side, when your people are praying for you, President Weah should understand today, the same way Liberian people pray for him before, that how they pray for Darius Dillon right now. He don't know that. He really don't know that. And Jaha Liberians are praying right now for peace in Liberia or for good leaders. That's how God continue to expose George Weah and promote this man. Let Sidisha understand, you I don't know people that know God. We all know God. We are all Christians. We all believe in God. We are Christians and Muslims and whosoever. So they will not be making statement, oh, all those who don't like George Weah, God will fight. That's a lie. I oppose George Weah. God will not punish me for that. I'm a believer. I don't pray bad for George Weah. If I pray bad for George Weah, God will punish me. My responsibility is to pray for my enemies to be good. If I say it today, if I, Mune Keshen, ever pray to God and say, God, please get George Weah out. Nope. Nope. I will never, ever, ever. I've been to my church. I call my pastor. I say, let's pray for Liberia. I told, there's one of our ministers, Judy's sister. I went to her. I said, I want you to pray for President Weah. You know what I'm saying? Look, the God we serve is a just God. He's a just God. I cannot pray and wish bad for George Weah and I want God to bless me. But if I criticize George Weah for what he doing, God will not punish me. God will not punish me or you. God will not punish me because I criticize him. He doing the wrong thing. The same Bible says we should abide our leaders, we should understand our leaders. But the same Bible says the leader should respect his followers. And like you get your kids in the house, you respect them, they don't respect you. You are father. You are father of a group of people. Discipline starts from whom? Leadership starts from whom? Every good leader who believe in family value, they okay. You saw President Weah with his family people standing up there? No. You saw President Weah children standing with him after the election or during the inauguration to stand up and the whole family stand up? No. Ain't happy. That one Prophet Kiwa asked, he said, did President Weah build house for his man in Liberia? No. Every boy want to build a house for the man. I must say, right now, if I get money, the first house I want to build, I build it for my man. Yeah. Everybody want to build house for the man. But because someone won't get money, so you try to build the first one for yourself before you your man, so your man will live in your own. But every successful kid, boys in America, they play football, they do this, the first house they put a man inside. Joey build house for a man? No. Don't let nobody fool you. They had a good relationship? I don't even know. You understand? I don't even know. But that was his personal business. That is how you know leaders. That is how you get to know them. So guys, you can adapt a polling center. It will cost you only $300. What I want you to do, you need to do it, but you can contribute. So let me say this: all those who are willing to make a contribution, I just want you to give Darius Dillon a 6-pack for today, for the weekend, for this coming weekend. I want to see that thumbs up, and I want you to make that comment that I will give $10. I will give $5. Look, let me tell you. You see, the Democrat, I'm gonna let the Republican, the Democrat, they tell you say just give $1, just give $5. But because they plenty, in Labra no win plenty. You're forced to give all the money, but if you can afford it and be a member, you don't want to be a member because you think when Darius Dillon senator tomorrow, they say, oh Darius Dillon, you know I don't want to give you $5. No. You want for the system to work. If Darius Dillon do not do it, if Darius Dillon try to deviate, you can look in his face. When you open your mouth, you say, oh, that one of my supporters there. You will call him because you got voice. He knows your name. He knows your name. When you hear a man saying that, you see that president, when Franklin Roosevelt died, when they hire on that train go, one of the guys was telling about a journalist. He said, the man asked, he said, what are you crying for? He said, I'm crying because you see that man that just passed away. He knows my name. It mean that the man know his Smith name or his brand name, but that president did something that touched him. That touched him. Leaders are supposed to be like a pastor. If you preach and nobody in the audience feel your preaching like you're talking to them, you're not a good pastor. You're not a good pastor. I said it before. An honest pastor or honest leader can still fail. His leadership can still fail. Maybe his decisions. That is why every leader, you listen to people. You don't be carried away by all the ching around you. You listen to them. Sometimes in the stupidness, there's something good in it, and you take it. You listen to everybody. Don't just listen to the one who just can't open the president and this and that. You carry it too. Then you're a dummy. But the way I can think for himself. The real truth, he can't think for himself. Because Margaret and brag about it that he don't think for himself. He don't. You get a secretary of state, minister of state, president, secretary, or chief of staff don't even know his responsibility. When the last time he went to Capitol building to push to run after some bills and whatsoever? You got legislators then who when the president say Germany, they say ha ha. They say party first. they don't disagree with his own party, he supported Ellen Johnson. He disagreed with Ellen when Ellen could not change and certain things were happening. Who can do that? Who in CDC, who does the lawmaker in CDC that will stand up to the president? We are saying, no, Mr. President. Solomon Joe tried to see that he blasted Solomon Joe. You know the game call, you know what happened? Yeah? The president lied about everything. We get it. Look at the wire. Look at the $50 UNICEF said they're going to give. They had it for they said that George, we are sending mobile money to 12th grade students. George, we are doing it. That's some news for you, President. We are. But why lie to the people? Why lie to the people? You build a low-income house again in Grand Julius. You say that's the way of giving back to Grand Julius. Using the people for Grand Julius, using them, pretending that you love President Doe and you try to purchase some of his property. And the people that in Grand Julius too, they know you're using them. We all know. Then you got your people there bring that division and this and that, but the Mandingo man, the Crown man, the Gio man, and all kinds of things. It's shameful. It's shameful. President, you must leave. And I still don't know if you really can make it, because you will lose the election again and you will not even come out to say you're responsible, to say I'm going to change my course. Then you build more markets again, because you lost the first time you put market down in district 10, you put market all over. So my people, you're coming to get more market. Yeah, you're coming to get more market from President Weah, because when he lost the election again, he will be going around and he go to the church and start touching and saying things about people. Yeah, the man don't have a clue about his own country. Joshua don't even know when the war started. When the war ended, what was this? He don't know. But yet and still we lie, say Joshua went refugee camp. Lie about everything. Zoka Wilson wrote a story on Joshua 2005, and I was so embarrassed. Zoka Wilson wrote a whole page. I'm still looking for that damn thing that I forgot to take it. How Joshua lied, Joshua, government owe Joshua. We're going to see Zoka Wilson wrote another one again. He reversed the whole story. He blacked some of us and all. You know, Joey, I get that saying, your enemy is my enemy. Your enemy is my enemy. So if you're a friend of Joshua, you must. Yeah, you must. Okay, let's listen to the little girl, the little ad.
Name is Grace Kumapakima. I am a child and a grandchild too. Someday I will grow up to be a woman and a mother too. All children are vulnerable, be it rich, poor, black or white. We as children need your protections at all times. Stop stigmatizing us by raping us. Sex is not for children. Stay away from us. We have the right to a healthy and happy life. We have the right to move and play freely even if our parents or guardians are not around. We as girls, children say a big no to gender-based violence. Bye-bye.
You heard what that little girl said? That's a nice thing there. You guys, we need to protect our girls. We need to support organizations who are doing everything when it comes to rapes in Liberia. It's serious. It's very serious. Very, very serious. The president is not saying nothing about it. No matter how many advocacy groups we have in Liberia. But if the government is not ready, it will not happen.
Even
Yeah.
if our
It will not
parents or guardians are not around, we as girls' children say a big no to gender-based violence. Bye-bye. Name is Grace Kumapakima. I am a child and a grandchild too. Someday I will grow up to be a woman and a mother too. All children are vulnerable, be it rich, poor, black or white. We as children need your protections at all times. Stop. Name is Grace Kumapakima. I am a child and a grandchild too.
So that is it. That was a nice piece. All right, so let's continue the show. I will be closing up soon, and please let us support whatever that is good for Liberia. And you can support other groups, advocacy group. You can support a political group. But if you think you want to support the Joshua group, it's fine. You can support them, but history will hold us responsible for some of the things that we're doing, that we say on Facebook. Now you want to be part of those who will stand up with their heads up high and your children will smile whenever they walk in the street? Or do you want to be just one of those guys who only concerned about themselves, how much they're going to make, and their children will be for nothing? Some people are just damaging their future, their names and whatsoever. But that is not what we want good for Liberia. So let us support Darius Dillon. That's the only good one we saw. Through Darius Dillon, other people changing now. Other senators are changing their tune. Yes. Some of them right now, because they're contesting 2023, so they ain't worry yet. Like Vanny Sherman, other people there. They're waiting for 2020. Yeah, well, you have fun. Some of them, they already know that they're not contesting again. Mele and TJ, they all of them waiting for 2020 and 23. So that's why they're not worried. They're not worried. Look at the people that we have put there. CDC ain't got nobody. CDC don't have no candidates, no real seditions. It's so shameful. Where's some guy going to that place and carry almost 6, 7, I think almost 7 buses of people? Wow, that is shameful. Okay, guys. Please, the Cash App number is out there. I want you to make a contribution. Kajebo, I want you to make a contribution. You remember the CPP? If you can make a contribution to the Darius Dillon election, because Darius Dillon thing is very serious. CPP must do everything. We agree, but at the same time, we want to get involved and support this young man, because if we lose that position and lose this individual, it will not be anything good for us. And I say again, a vote for Darrell is a vote against George Weah. So you must do everything. Please do everything. And I will be replaying this. I will air it again after I finish. So I don't want you to see it and you think I'm the one. I will be sleeping by then, but it will go over again. And also don't forget, you can follow me on Twitter or YouTube. When you get on YouTube, just type in Keshen The General. When you type in Keshen The General, you will see all my videos and other stuff. So just go to YouTube and type in Keshen The General. Yeah, Keshen The General. So my show will be dedicated to this man from now to the 8th of September, and I'm sorry, December. We got a few days. By the time you bop your eye, everything will be okay. But we must do everything. We're doing everything to win. It's a referendum against Joshua. We cannot give Joshua the ammunition again to have a bad governance. I think we must hold him responsible for his action. We must do everything that will bring us, that will help Liberians. Don't let nobody fool you, please. Please, we beg you. We beg you. Let us support Darrell. Liberian, the time it is now. We cannot be saying, talking too much and doing nothing. Yeah. We cannot talk too much and do nothing. It will not help us. It will not help us. It will not help us. Let us do what is right for our country. Please. Let us do what is right. Let us do what is right. It will be good. Vote Darius Dillon. Vote the light. He's the light. He's the light right now. When you hear other people talking about Darius Dillon who are not Liberian, they wonder. They wonder. There's a guy who was talking about Darius Dillon in one of the people, I think from South Africa. But people don't understand. These are the kind of people, if George, you really love Liberia, he will work with Darius Dillon to make the changes. This man telling us that we're wasting too much money. We're wasting. But my boy, let me tell you, CPP is the way out. Let me make that nobody fool you. We got nothing, we take nothing for CDC. A lot of people will go back to the community and come on their knees and beg you because of what they have done to us. Joshua will remain as he will remain in history as the 25th president of Liberia. But you will come back in your community and start begging. And start begging. So guys, I want to say thank you for watching. Share this video. Share it. But let us do what is right. And promise me that every weekend I want you to give Darius Dillon a 6-pack for me. That's all I want. You know how you can buy a 6-pack for somebody or give him 1 case of water. Every weekend, do your business and contribute $5. Till now for December. Contribute anything, I beg you. Put your mouth there. Put your money inside. I'm not talking to seditions. Seditions, I'm not talking to you. Get plenty of money. But if you are also sedition and you know that you're not all for that nonsense, then I'm talking to you. But if you think you're sedition and you watching me, I don't need it from you. I don't need it. We don't need it from you. The one that we got, honestly, we will spend it. We don't want you to take the country money and can't use it. No. We don't have the money like you. So we're not asking you, we're big. The people we're working for, that the people we ask. The people that are sending Darius Dillon there, that the people they asking. So we're asking the people to contribute. You're not asking the people to contribute because you all know that when you're finished voting, you will go back and steal. So you're not asking them for help. You understand? Sedition, I'm talking to sedition and CDC. You do not need money from the people. So you got plenty of money. Some of us get plenty of money. But we begging the people to support him financially, morally. So we are going to support Darius Dillon financially and morally. Because we want him to be the spokesman for Montserrat County. We want him to challenge President Weah when President Weah sent in his fake nominees and paperwork and whatsoever. That's it. Simple. Simple. At least he put his first bill in and they have read it in planetary or planetary or some that they call this They read it and they sent it to that particular committee for review. They'll say, oh, the man look at it, when I look at it, they review, they will bring it back. President, we ain't read one. He said one E when he was senator. He was just like Bobby Doe. Anything they put say, yeah, no money. I mean, I won't be on an ECOWAS committee. I won't be on an ECOWAS committee. He went there, whoop, he ordered the country. Yeah. Don't let him fool your president. We are not campaign. Yeah? He will try to do it. But, and if you know, you can listen to Ellen. Ellen to him say, listen, my brother, don't waste your time. You can do better than that. You more worry about your legacy, not the other people right now. Not the other people. But the man I saw, he obsessed with David and he preferred to die, and that will all even change him. So, Kajabo, I want you to make a contribution to the Darius Dillon stuff. Amen. Yeah. Sierra Leone established a sex crime code. They're not joking. Yeah. Yep. But you tell our bro do it. We can't do it because our president and officials and they don't want to do anything. They don't want beyond people late children there. So what do you expect? They're not going to put it in. They're not going to do it. Look, I say, how are other people? You're working very hard. I applaud you. I give my hats off to you. But if the government do not put their foot down, all the things we're doing, all the things people talking about, is for nothing. It's for nothing. We just have to wait for another 6 years and let us pray for good leadership. Let us pray for good leadership. Because when you try to say it, everything you say, they say against the president. What kind of president or father? Or father, not to say he never have children, he got children, and will be happy to without speak about rape. Yeah? So some of the men, you gotta be very careful how you handle this issue. You cannot justify because a girl wears short skirts so that means she must be raped, or because you the man, there is no excuse. Okay, I agree this girl know about man business. So you know how to, for you and somebody to, but the person on age too, man. Wow. So the people baby then, they wonder when you know nothing. That because they can wear their dirty clothes in the yard too. Or that because they can be passing around born nigga, you know you like brother drink and take out all us sometimes. So that's why you go after them. Since the other guy said, I know who the hell, and this person, this. So you want them because the people don't, they will be passing all in the yard. Naked, they can take out us this and that. So that will make him go after them too. Even right in America, a woman can walk in the street with her breasts open. That's not your business. She has the right. The same way we men can take our shirt and walk in the street, woman has the right to do the same thing. It's up to them. It's up to them. But you know, things will change in Liberia. I can see it. Things will change in Liberia. I can see it big time. We just need to be sincere to ourselves. We need to be very, very sincere to ourselves. It's not just to say it and then when we come there and then we don't and do anything. It's sad, It's sad. I don't know when Liberians will come to themselves. I don't know. All the wicked things we do in our country. All the wicked stuff. But yet and still, it's not helping. It's not helping at all. But you know, we'll not give up. We'll continue to speak out. I can say I'm not an advocate. I speak against things that touch me. and I speak against a lot of stuff. It might be it's the same advocacy, but I believe that when we got good leadership in Liberia, all these things will come to pass. It will stop corruption. You can minimize it, and law and order. You can implement it. You can make sure that certain things don't happen because you have good leadership. But if you don't have good leadership, we can cry from now to Judgment Day. The president is very, very powerful. Only the president can make the difference in Liberia. That's why I don't blame some people think that they can only make the difference from the president. Because the president got a lot of power in our country. Our president can stop corruption. Our president can stop anything in our country. And that is the kind of dictatorship I want to see. I'll tell you today, if I sit there right now and see George, we are blasting or arresting rapists and whatsoever, see how many people go on his side. Not to go on his side to say because you will see how many people will praise him. But no matter any good George Weah does, people will still contest against him. Now he should understand that. One president where will come out and pretend, oh, that the people right, the man right to go after to criticize me, but then behind closed door, then you don't. That's why the people say, well, make it to be a good leader, that's what you do behind closed door. Everything your other people they're doing is because of you. Jefferson, Koji, and others going after people, that because of you, not because of nobody. Not nobody, that's you. Yeah? Everybody trying to impress you. Everybody trying to impress you. Why? Everybody trying to impress you, Mr. Weah. That is shameful. Well, everything must come to an end. Thanks very much for watching. Have a good weekend or good week. Today is Sunday, and I wish you a pleasant week. Let me show you something. And this was my post this morning. One of the most deadly causes of destruction of hardship is when our failing leader pretending it's okay. Ignorance about citizen rule and by standing with bad governance is a death plot against people's success. Just imagine we got Liberians who stand by and see these things. You are part of it. You see what's going on, but you're not talking. You are part of the plot to kill your own people, the successfulness of your people, because you sat there and see this president doing a bad job, and the president pretending that everything is okay, and you, the citizen, you're supposed to speak out. You say, oh man, everything is fine, man. It is time we stand for Liberia. Stand for Liberia. We have the power to make the change. You don't owe no one apology. You owe no one apology. And after I put this thing up, one of my friends was sedition. He said, practice what you preach. Because we're in a little group and I'm the head and they want me to do something that I'm not doing. I don't just listen to people. So, but you're sedition anyway, don't worry. Okay guys, thank you very much, and I want to say happy birthday to all those who celebrating their birthday. I don't know everybody, but I want to say happy birthday and thanks to Hawa, Evangeline, Ta, thank you very much, and Konowa, thanks to everybody who on. I can see, it's so funny that I can see everybody on my on my list. Yes. Lami Fambule, thank you, my brother. You guys have a pleasant night. This is Munel Keshen, aka The General. I will be airing this again, so I don't want you, if you see it, you think it's a new one. No, it's not new. And I want to say thanks again. I love my Liberian people. We will do what we can do. And special thanks to every one of you who take upon your time to make comments and to speak for Liberia. We all doing it in a different fashion. We're all doing it a different way. Yes, I have the time to come on. I'm not using my family time, and you're not using your family time too. We know not everybody can come on and speak, but it's because of you, because of your encouragement. That is why some of us are still standing by, and we'll try everything within our power to be very consistent. You know what I'm saying? You know, somebody posted something saying, why we should worry about people cursing Joshua? Is Joshua better than the Liberian people who are suffering? That was a good one. Why you complain about Joshua, somebody cursing? What about the Liberian people who are going through hell? Joshua better than them? He's a citizen. He's not better than these people. He's not. So cursing you is an easy thing to curse a leader. You can accept it. It's not a crime. I will not do it, and I will not want people doing it. But hey, when you look at the definition of freedom of speech, you will find it in there. They say the only people who can always condemn you is the citizen who will condemn you when you do such a thing. So the citizen condemn you, I say you can go after the person. What you do? Okay. Hey mama, oh. Hey papa, hey mama, oh. Hey papa, you better go to tell Joshua, for we are to change a world. The thing he doing to us, the day we ready for him now. We are freeborn of Liberia. Nobody can do us nothing. People, don't mind your business here. So that pastor people, you stand up strong. Based on God and not your choice. You might not fool yourself. Based on God and for you. Based on God, you won't go there now and eat it again the same way you were there before, and nothing he did, and you all voted him out. There's a reason you all voted him out. There was a reason you all voted him out. And look, you chase black guy in a day, you find the he changed. Nothing on he changed. That's what they see man who say Joe we was nothing. He supported early now that Joe we he said Joe we or something. Man, you more give them a real pepper. You get a cayenne pepper. You more put say in the Gary. You better send message to Joe we are. Since Joshua won the election, he never went to Basel to look for you. He never went to no county. And they come to Nima County, you need to put say in Prince Johnson Gary. You need to send the message to Prince Johnson that your man that you endorsing, we done with you, Prince. Prince Johnson just made himself rich and he finished with you. That's all. When he finished, he said, I'll be president of my university. Prince Yeru Johnson, the man bypassed the whole of Nima County. He sat down in Carwell. When Taylor was killing you, you were there. Oh, so please share this video. I will be replaying this whole thing here back in the next 5 minutes when I get off. So thank you very much. Let us support Darius Dillon. And Yeke Koluba Queen, I need you to make a contribution. Dominic, I need a contribution from you. Please give Darius Dillon a 6-pack for me on my behalf. It's $10 for him. Yeah, thank you very much. Yeke Koluba Queen, I want you to give Darius Dillon a 6-pack for me. Give the campaign a 6-pack. If you can do it every week, no problem. You can give $5, you can give $10. I will appreciate it. The cash app money is there. But you can even register with the friends. Let us do what we can do. Yes, Dominic, you know that one very well. Tell your people. Prince Johnson is a greedy man. He don't know his role. He don't know what he wants. They need to teach him. They need to teach him lesson. They need to teach him lesson. So everybody who going to give Darius Dillon or 6-pack, please just make it known by giving me a little sign. Let me know. Yeah, on my behalf, man. On my behalf, yeah. Kajero, don't forget, you must send something for the man. Send something to the Cash App, Kai. Your big time CPP man. Send small thing. I know, Dominic. I know you good. Yep. So let me recap. Your heart is say, President, we have vetoed the paper he sent. The own paper he sent, they sent it back to him, veto it. You don't know the legislature do not sign contract. They only rectify. So they can't change what you sent. If they don't want to rectify, they will send it back to you. But he sent it back again, he veto it. All of them stupid. And people praising John, well, how you veto your own thing? Well, that's the country we live in. You say give $50. They posted that Joel was giving cash and money, mobile money out. Just to find out that $50 they get it for $5,000. Why you can't come out and say the truth? The lies killing them. And guess what? The last one. See, there was nobody brave enough in CDC to contest until George will guarantee them that whoever want to contest in CDC, CDC will support them 100%. Akara Gray, Thomas Fala, and Chimama Wolokoli decided that they will get in the race. But Thomas Fala overpower every one of them. So that Fala eating the money right now. He's spending some, he's eating some. You think Thomas Fala will take his high-end money, his high corruption money, and use it on election? I beg you, yeah. Who need a Cash App number 2 now? Okay, good boy. The Cash App number there is right there. Yeah, I can call about Queen. The number right there, you can see it 313-629-4638. You Cash App the money, and what his name? The chairman for the Friends of Darius Dillon, Imayo Yato, will get it. In fact, let me put this up. Let me put this thing up so you guys can take a screenshot on it. Okay. Okay, and if you can go onto the website, and they have they get categories of donation. If you want to be a platinum friend, it's $200 you can contribute. You got $100, you got the $75, you got the silver, $50, bronze. You know, we got to put in category level. Don't worry about that. But still, you are all friends of Darius Dillon. It has nothing to do with whatsoever. It ain't mean that because this person paid $200 and you pay $50, that means you will never talk to Darius or see him. No, that's not it. So the Cash App here is right there. I don't. Most of the time they say one is 313-629-4638, and also you can use the PayPal and Friends of Darius Dillon 2020@gmail.com, or you can use the telephone number. And Emmanuel Yato is from USA. You can call him on this number 313-212-1319. So if you're all the way in Canada, you got Chris Dennis. You're all the way in Melville in Europe. You got Melvin Deshee. You also in Australia, you got Chris Williams. You also in Asia, you get Samet Tamba. You see, so these are the number. Copy it and see what you can do. Please share it with your friends. Yep. And Dominic, that's it. Murphy Lee, my brother, please come. Let us support ADD. Yep. So you guys, we all have a role to play. We all have a serious role to play when it comes to supporting of people in Liberia. Yes, we understand it's politics, but we're doing this because we want good governance. We want somebody that will represent you, not somebody who will represent. Look, Thomas Fowler will never hold Joshua accountable for anything. Don't let nobody fool you. Thomas Fowler will never, I'm saying this again, will never argue with Joshua. He will never argue with Joshua. So let us not waste our time. He will never argue with Joshua. I will tell you today. Never belongs to God, but he will never stand up and argue with President Weah on that. He will never do it. He will never. Also, just imagine in Liberia, people are making mobile money transaction. People are contributing in Liberia. In Liberia, people are contributing. Just imagine, you know, that one making a sedition fair. What are you there for? We don't want to support the man. We say we get our small dollar to the mayor fair. You there for why again? You ain't see nothing here. You will get fair plenty. Plenty. You will get fair. Plenty. So take a screenshot and share it. Encourage other people. You got friends. You can have a fundraiser. You can do anything. Let us just be earnest and do what we're supposed to do. I'll tell you the day. We're not doing it because we love Darius Dillon, the way he looking and this and that. No, because he's showing us, he's telling us how government treating the people in Liberia. So he's standing up for the people. It's not about him. It's not about Darius Dillon. No, it's not about Darius Dillon. It's about Liberia. So you really need to be friends with him, but you know, most of us are members of no political parties, but we try to support, to do things also to do. I know Thomas Papi. Yes, Didi needs our help. You see, let me tell you something. George Weah is not a joking thing. George Weah have vowed, if it costs you to spend $5 million United States dollar between Monserrato County and Grand Bassa County. And why he want to do that? Two reasons. One, he don't want Darius Dillon and Yombly there. Two, if he get Monserrato County, it's a leeway for him to steal the 2023 elections. Because if you win Monserrato County, you are a stronger person. I'm telling you, don't let anybody fool you. So that's what he wants to do. Now, if George Weah then go around to all the districts and start spending money, if Darius Dillon cannot go there to make his voice heard, the people say, well, but the man are serious, the man, we see the man, so we eat our money, we vote for the people. No. So we must support Darius Dillon. He need transportation, he need a lot of stuff. Don't think the CPP will just put all the money in there. But I would say CPP need to do it. Darius, Monserrato County is the golden egg right now. It's the trump card. It's the trump card for 2023. That is why sedition needed. That is why we want it. That is the trump card for 2023. If we must win 2023, Monserrato County will be the first on the list. Monserrato must fall. It must fall in our group. and then come 2023 we will take the other one out. But if we sit there and think that the people just eat job, we have the money and walk away, don't let them fool you that lie. Once you go back to them again, they will say, but the man see the man can't we see the man. Now just eat and vote for that man because they say dry meat sweet, but I will be eating the meat get dry. I'd rather stay with the devil I know than the angel and see because they didn't see you yet. District 17 is a district Maserado is so big, 17 district. District 17 alone is not easy, all the way from Rossville to Atherton, all the way behind there. Then before I talk about District 1, one of the worst places you will be careful with. Yeah. Plenty of people in that area there. You can't trust them. You cannot. Now one of the things you got to be very careful with. But we will make sure that we get everything on course. So just adapt a pooling center. You will get the first report. You're responsible to pay them just $300. Or from now to November, you can pay that $300. I'm not saying you should do it to show off. No. If you're doing it, you don't want your name to be up there, it's no problem. But please, you that are watching, I believe if some of us have already given the 40 names, the 40 person have become reduced to 40 now. If each one of us can chip in, it will be good. Please, I beg you. Let's do it for Mama Library. And at the same time, let us support other groups. We heard about raping, we heard about other stuff. But I believe that we can support all at the same time. But the main focus is for us to get a very good leadership that will push things. Because Darius Dillon can push back for a very strong bill, not for rapists to be billable, and push it back into that Senate. There are a lot of things. So we put him there for 9 months or whatsoever. We don't expect him to start writing all the bills, but what he did, he make his voice heard, and he tried to change certain things that they're supposed to do first as a senator to build that rapport with the Liberian people. And what he did, he exposed them. He exposed them. He exposed them. And that is what a good point. He never just exposed them because they say they are oppositions or they're indifferent. No. So please, let us support. It's for Walter cause. Trust me. It's for Walter cause. So I want to say thank you very much. And have a good, blessed week. Monday, which is today. And I want to say thank you for this day. And I bless God for everyone who honor my voice right now. And let us just be our brother's keeper. Let us pray for our country. Let us pray for every Liberian. And let us pray for America, this wonderful country we live in and around the world. And at the same time, I will be voting. And I will vote Joe Biden and Harris all the way. Because I believe when Trump is out of the White House, African leaders will start thinking twice. Yeah. Democrat or Republican, but a good leader and leader of the free world that everybody looks up to. The president, they will not start acting stupid. They will not. They will not. So thank you very much again. I've been saying thank you, and I love you guys. I love Liberian people so much. But hey, what to do? Bye for now.
blogtalklbr.com.
Oh yes, we must support every candidate within the CPP. Yep.
This is the time we come together to keep our country safe forever. So open up your hearts, let a true love come right in. 'Cause love is all we need to make us stand. Let's understand one another and learn to live together as brothers and sisters. Without togetherness, we won't have a peace of mind. Let's celebrate and have a peaceful home. Sweet Liberia, land of liberty is our home. Let us keep it standing. It's the one and only home that we have. Liberia, land of liberty is our home. Let us keep it standing. It's the one and only home that we have. Sweet Liberia, love is all we need to make it stand. Let's celebrate and have a peaceful home. Love is all we need to make it stand. Let's celebrate and have a peaceful home. Sweet Liberia, land of liberty is our home. Let us keep it standing. It's the one and only home that we have. Sweet Liberia, land of liberty is our home. Let us keep it standing. It's the one and only home that we have. Sweet Liberia, love is all we need to make it stand. Let's celebrate and have a peaceful home. Love is all we need to make it stand. Let's celebrate and have a peaceful home. Ladies and gentlemen, Sakin Jiba will now dedicate this song to the Liberian people. After a period of 133 years of one-party system, it is the time that the Liberian people will vote and choose their own leader. died. So let us all celebrate a peaceful election for unity and prosperity. Yeah! Ooh la la!
hotlbr.com.
Exclusive on hotlbr.com.